President Tinubu ex-leaders gather for Buhari's burial in Dara today. Cool patriot, Buhari played his role as soldier, statesman, administrator, Obasanjo. PSG lost their heads. Reaction as Chelsea wins Club World Cup. Hello and welcome to a live television coming to you from Abuja, the nation's capital. I'm Blessing Owo. Now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu and the roll call of Nigerians' past heads of state are expected to converge on Dara today as the body of former President Muhammadu Buhari is laid to rest. The Vice President Kashim Shettima, directed by the President, accompanied Buhari's remains from London, where he died at around 4:30 p.m. Sunday. Presidency officials who spoke on an interview confirmed that the former president's remains will arrive the country early Monday to be flown to his hometown of Dara, Katsina State, for burial. And still on the death of late Muhammadu Buhari, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has paid tribute to the former president who died in London. Obasanjo described the late Buhari as a patriot. The 88-year-old statesman who spoke to journalists in Abeokuta said Buhari was a statesman who tried his best and contributed immensely to the socio-economic and political development of the country. While asking God to repose his soul, he said that the former president will be greatly missed by families and friends. As Nigerians continue to grapple with the rising cost of living, the prices of food will unfortunately remain generally high until supply is guaranteed through improved security to protect farmers in the country's food-producing zones. Senior economist at SPM Professionals Paul Alaje has said. Speaking in an interview, Alaje said that decisive actions must be taken to stamp out violent attacks in areas such as Benue and Plateau states, mostly known for agricultural activities, to boost food production. And in recent days, the buzzword in the political space in Nigeria has been known to be called coalition. This is as a result of the coming together of some prominent politicians who claim they are disillusioned with the present political situation in the country and are bent on taking political power from the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, in the coming elections in 2027. These politicians, in order to achieve their political aims, are operating in a coalition, first under the Unregistered African Democratic Alliance, ADA, and now under the Registered African Democratic Congress, ADC. They include Atiku Abubakar, David Mark, John Onyegu, Rotimi Amechi, Ralph Aregbesola, Nasai El-Rufai, Peter Obi, Sule Lamido, Aminu Tambuwal, and other political heavyweights who are otherwise opposed to the APC and the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Although the Nigerian Youth Movement, which was founded in 1934 by Ayoite, could be regarded as the first multi-ethnic organizations in Nigeria. And on the Crimes Commissions, the executive chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Mr. Ola Olukayode, has raised serious concerns over the growing trend of corrupt politicians concealing stolen public funds in cryptocurrencies to evade detection. Speaking through the acting zonal director Bauer Usman in an event to mark Africa Anti-Corruption Day in Kaduna, Olukayode warned that virtual assets, though not instinctively illegal, are highly being exploited by fraudulent individuals to launder money and hide illicit wealth. He stated that the findings shows fraudulent politicians are already protecting schemes to hide the elite in cryptocurrencies to evade investigative dragnets of anti-corruption agencies. He described virtual assets as cryptocurrencies and digital token operate blockchain technology and can be used to legitimate purposes. However, criminals are now repurposing them to bypass traditional banking systems, he said. President Bola Tinubu has congratulated Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka on his 91st birthday anniversary, describing him as a remarkable patriot. While extending his good wishes to Soyinka, Tinubu said the globally renowned literary icon's contribution to education, pro-democracy and human rights movements, cultural diplomacy, and nation building over several decades were worthy of note. Barely hours after the death of former President Muhammadu Buhari was announced, the Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebuland, Oba Sikiru Kayode Adejina, also passed away at the age of 91. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun confirmed the monarch's death in a statement issued from Abeokuta, the state capital. Oba Adejina joined his ancestors July 13, 2025 at the age of 91, leaving behind a remarkable legacy that has significantly shaped Ijebu, Ogun State and Nigeria in general. The governor noted that the monarch's death came as the country was still reeling from the loss of former President Buhari, 82, who died earlier the same day in a London hospital. And on sports, Cole Palmer scored 2 goals and made another as Chelsea stunned Paris Saint-Germain in the final of the Club World Cup, beating the European chairmen 3-0 at the MetLife Stadium to win the first edition of FIFA's new competition. PSG were the favourites for a game attended by Donald Trump after coming to the United States fresh from the winning the UEFA Champions League and having destroyed Real Madrid 4-0 in the semi-finals. But having been 3 goals ahead midway through the first half in the semis, this time the roles were reserved as PSG found themselves 3-0 down by the break. Palmer opened the scoring midway through the first half and struck again to make it 2 on the half-hour mark before taking advantage of passive defending to set up João Pedro for the third on 43 minutes. And on the foreign scene, on 2nd July, the foreign ministers of 16 European countries, the United Kingdom and the High Representative of the European Union strongly condemned the recent politically motivated imprisonment and detention of leaders of the Georgian opposition, calling them clearly designed to stifle political opposition in Georgia a few months ahead of the local elections. They added they would not hesitate to make use of the range of unilateral and multilateral tools available to them. Should Georgian authorities continue to take steps that erodes Georgia's democracy and respect to human rights, among the European countries joining the statements were Belgium, Seychelles, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Iceland, Ireland, Latvia, Lithuania, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Spain, and Sweden. Their detention, as well as arbitrary arrest and increasing repression of other Georgian authorities' critics, representatives of civil society, peaceful protesters, and independent journalists, contributed to dismantling of democracy in Georgia and rapid transformation towards a more controlling system. In contradiction to European norms and values, the joint statement said further. We've come to the end of the news. For more news, follow us on all social media platforms, Alive Television. This is Alive News. Thank you for listening. My name is Blessing Owo.